Hello and what is up everyone, welcome back to game 3 between Team Secret and Team Liquid. I'll be again solo here for game 3. Last game was not much of a game at all. I would say the game really was decided there in the draft. But we'll see what we have here in store for game 3. Liquid get their signature IO pickup as Secret actually start off the game here with a 5-man smoke. They're looking for first blood. And I don't think they're going to find it. Mind control making his way in the trees here, places a ward in the lane, make sure he doesn't get scouted out when he tries to go for the creep wave steal here. He should be able to get it off as a result. As from a Tumble Man, he's playing very safe. All of Liquid playing very safe. They know that something might be up from Secret. And look, my Tumble Man not even walking to his bounty rune. So, perfect play here from Liquid. I mean, this is just high caliber play. Like, what reason would they have for them to believe that the level 1 was coming other than just Secret's lineup and the potential to go level 1? And you see here, like, Liquid not even putting themselves in a position to get picked off here, giving first blood. You see the charge here now onto Puppey. Stun from Yapsor will stop the charge. GH was there with the tether as well. And so far, Liquid will secure the boundary and from a Tumble Man with that charge. And block up the mid lane for him as well to try to get the equilibrium on their high ground. Batrider is successful in the creep wave hijacking here. Fire flies away. There's nothing that Ace can do to stop him. But he didn't really need to do this as it's actually just a 1v1, but it will help him out. He can last hit under a tower. We're actually going to see a try mid scenario once again as Kuroki gets stunned up here. GH comes in with a tether, has the bottle purchased and brought to him on the courier. You see a charge from Kuroki onto the mid lane, but they get the cancel with the void. Puppey with the last void there that he had mana for secures himself first blood onto Kuroki. GH unfortunately wasn't able to heal him up at all because he didn't take any damage. And we see a stun onto Fada in the top lane, but he has the Decrepify available. Yapsor is here as well. And I didn't cover the drafter phase this game as well, but they pick up this 4-position line, something that, I mean, it's not a Yapsor signature necessarily. We don't see him play it too often here, but I think it's not bad in this game. Really good against the Bloodseeker as well as the IO. Not bad against Sven either. It's huge magic damage. We'll ignore all this armor from the Warcry. They can burst the IO. It's fairly squishy until he gets like a Gilmer or something like that, but we'll see how things play out. As for now, GH is supporting Miracle up here in the top lane, but he'll run into Puppey. They come in with Hex as well. They have the Impale, but it misses as GH tethers forward onto the Creep Wave. Mid lane will be left as a 1v1 as we see Tumble Man is pulling a bit ahead. This is expected in a 1v1 matchup with the Bloodseeker. And both of these heroes, toxic cancer heroes of the patch right now, able to just heal up as they auto or attack and hit creeps and CS. So both mid one as well as Tumble Man, no matter what harass they take, should be able to heal it back up as long as they're able to just continuously hit these denies and last hits. Mind Control gets himself a nice regeneration rune here in the bottom lane, and this lane will be left as a pure 1v1. I would say this favor Mind Control. He's doing pretty fine in the lane. It's still kind of hard to last hit against Jug because of all the nerfs that Batrider has received. His animations isn't that great. His damage is pretty garbage. But he's getting some farm. On the top lane, we're going to see action as Decrepify is used up onto Miracle. We're going to see the charge now from Kuroki onto Fada. He gets the nuke off, and Miracle is pretty low as well as GH, and they don't have the bottle charges. They're just going full YOLO for this, but they can't finish off Fada. He gets the Decrepify off, he starts salving up, and Miracle loses his life. Kuroki has to charge away, and he will go all the way to the mid lane onto mid one, but he needs to try to stop himself with Roshan. If he gets the bash here, you know, he's just going to go for the deny actually. And it is Roshan killing him, so that's going to be a long death timer. GH TP's back to base, and let's say this top lane is lost for Liquid. VP picked up the IO Sven as well, and they were up against the Timber in that game. Well, not in the laning stage, but the Timber was on the enemy team, in the enemy safe lane, played by Mugi. But in that game, Ramses had absolute free farm. He was farming stacks up. He was doing whatever he wanted. While in this game, it's Miracle having a very rough time so far. He's not having a fun time in this laning stage. CS isn't that great, but Ace isn't doing that great either. He's contesting Batrider's farm, but it looks like Batrider's also contesting him slightly. But Matoma, however, is doing very good in the mid lane. He actually gets the kill there onto mid one, solo kill, or might have been with the help from Charge. And we're gonna see Kuroki as well as Puppy ballad out here. This bottom jungle. Picks himself up a nice arcane rune, and he's gonna hold on to it for now. Will not just use his charge. It's pretty nice that he can just charge on a lower cooldown and mana cost. When you see the drop shot on the mid lane, and mid one will just pop the Ghost Shroud. TP comes in from Yapsor supporting. Rupture is still on the mid one, but he's healed up quite a bit now. He's gonna continue to heal with the Death Pulse. GH has to be careful. He doesn't want to give mid one the kill here, and he will end up giving him the kill. The salve was not enough to keep him alive, and they follow up with the TP coming in from Puppy. Yapster loses life, but mid one gets two. Or actually, Puppy picking up that kill there onto a Tumbaman. Bottom lane, Mind Control is looking to go into Ace, but he doesn't have the spin. He's already committed it. He's going to dive for this kill. Spin is up onto 6, and he's not going to dive too deep for it, which I think he might have been able to, but he's not going to overcommit. In the top lane, we see the charge onto Fada. He should go down here. Kuroki getting the last auto attack off. So a lot of actions on both sides. That was a pretty big turnaround in the mid lane here for mid one, but the Toman is still doing just fine in terms of CS. Things have equalized a little bit after that solo kill, or that kill that Toman got into mid one, and he'll get a kill in return. Kuroki positioning themselves here in the top lane, gets the ward off on the lane. We'll spot out Fada as well as Yapsor now. These decrepified Nether Blasts going to be really annoying here for Miracle. Mind Control making the Invis Rune rotation to the mid lane, but with this ward coming out from Secret, they did see the Invis Rune, so they're going to drop a sentry mid. And if Mind Control makes his way back, they'll manage to spot him out. And they do see him here, and he knows it as the creep wave actually attacked him there. And once again, mid one gets ruptured and walks away. Mind Control does get caught out by Puppy. Yapsor is here as well, but he will be able to Firefly back to safety. Actually went for the Arcane Boots build, something that Eternal Envy actually did. Not too common on Batriders. Normally you see Batriders go for the Tranquils. You see the charge in the top lane onto Fada, but if he can get the Greppi off, he will live. He turns around with the blast. GH ends up going down. They rotated Ace up here as well. He's going to spin down Miracle as a secondary kill for Secret. Kuroki will be able to charge away, but that's a 2-for-0 trade in the favor of Team Secret. And on the bright side, Toman is still doing really well in the mid lane, and they're going to look to go for the dive onto mid one. They committed a lot of TPs top. They're going to rupture. The silence comes out as well, but he has a TP available. He'll just TP home, and there's no cancel. Tether no longer stuns, so he'll escape this gang. GH used all his bottle charges there, and they don't even get mid one. In the meantime, Fada will rotate to the mid lane to replace him for now, until he can get back. Miracle not having that fun of a time top, will rotate bottom to go for the counter push, as Ace is already had a head start here working on this top tier 1. Tumbaman is level 8. He has his Aquila build up, so early core items up for him. We'll see if actually he decides to go for Blade Mail. Wouldn't be that bad this game. I mean, he go for a Midas to help scale. Let me try out Sumail's Maelstrom Mail. We'll see. But Liquid looped up as 4 here in the bottom lane. The God Strength was committed just to deal more damage to the tower to try to keep up with Ace's pushing, but it's not going to be enough as Ace already secures a tower, while with all these TPs coming in the bottom lane, Secret will be able to hold here in this bottom lane. Liquid will rotate elsewhere as the charge comes out onto mid lane. Mid one will be able to TP away in time. He will not. Charge cancels the TP, but he's actually just going to turn around the Reaper Scythe onto Kuroki. Did not finish him off, but Fada will actually clean up. Omni Slash bounces onto Creeps. GH, the last survivor there. And this is going to be 4 kills for Secret. So they've handled this IO strat coming out from Liquid very well. Picking strong lanes to deal with this IO. They have a lot of stuns. And Liquid not looking the cleanest here on the execution. You're diving a little bit too deep, and with the IO, you have to play it very particularly. If you start to fall behind too much, the hero just doesn't feel impactful, and I feel like it's already gone to that point. It is 10 minutes in the game, and GH is still level 3.
Double damage.
Miracle will be able to clean up the bottom tier 1 finally. He's going to be farming up some jungle camps, but as you see here, mid one's already circling out. He knows exactly where Miracle is, and they might look to make a play onto him. You have a soak up on Yapsor, I believe, yeah. But instead, they're just going to look to push in towards mid. I mean, they're just pinging out to reveal Miracle's location. I know Miracle's right over there. They don't have to worry about GH either. He's still level 4. No relocate going to be coming out from him. Scan comes out from Secret. They spot out a hero in the mid lane. And with mind control, he'll be pushing out the top lane here, trying to get towards his Blink Dagger.
Oh boy, Tyre's middle tower's denied. What are you gonna do now?
The Tumbleman will get the mid tower denied, but this is another tower going down in the favor of Secret. Yaps are about to hit his level 6 as well. Now he has Finger of Death online. Miracle, for now, will just farm up in this bottom lane area. I believe there was a stack here for him, but it was stolen by either his own teammate, Mind Control, or Secret. I'm not so sure. But Tumbleman will indeed be going for the Blade Mail build. Kuroki farming in the jungle. He's trying to get his level 6. And GH really needs his level 6 as well. It's still only level 5. We're going to be careful though how to use the darkness, and Puppy finds them here. They drop a ward. They're going to come in. There's the Decapify. Reaper Scythe comes out as well as the Life Drain. And Miracle will fall. No relocate to save him quite yet. And they're even going to catch GH in the backline there, committing the Finger of Death. That's 2 kills for Secret, and they're going to transition that into a push onto this tier 1. And I did say that the last game was mostly an outdraft from Secret, but in this game, I don't really feel that way. I feel like the drafts are still fairly even. It's just more so an outplay. Secret with the aggro try, giving Secret a lot of problems, or giving Liquid a lot of problems. Secret giving themselves problems. That's interesting. But right now, I actually don't know what Liquid does in this type of game. When you fall this far behind with IO against like an enemy team lineup that just pushes down towers like this, you just kind of just hope that the enemy team throws at some point, because you're gonna lose the map control. And once you lose map control, the IO just feels super underwhelming, because then you can never really use relocate aggressively. You just don't feel comfortable doing so with a gold net worth disadvantage. And for the most part, IO would just be a save for Miracle so that he can farm a little more aggressively, probably sacrificing his life a lot to save Miracle. And they can wait for this Bat Rider to get to the Blink Dagger, and maybe then they'll look to be able to get some relocate ganks off with the lasso. On the bright side though, the Tumbleman is farming very well still. He's top net worth in the game, and he will have a Blade Mail complete. And his next item most likely will be a Radiance. This is a pretty standard item build now on the Bloodseeker. Usually not as a first item pickup, but as a second or third item. It's very common. JH is still not level 6 yet, and this is like after eating the Toma, I'm pretty sure. Kuroki is not level 6 either, so supports on the side of Liquid definitely suffering because of how the early game played out here, while Secret looking for another gank. They're looking for a kill potentially onto Miracle, but he's gonna rotate away. I mean, Liquid doing a very good job of avoiding the smoke, but this is giving more map presence to Secret. So they're just gonna be able to take over Liquid's jungle. They can farm it if they want, but instead they can just push out the mid lane right back. But Liquid avoiding this gank very well. I mean, Matama Man has already TP'd all the way down to the bottom lane and start push that out. They know that Secret's gonna make this rotation into their jungle, and they're just going to let it go, let the tower go, let the jungle control go. They don't have any wards there, and it's very hard to cover your whole jungle with wards. It's actually easier to protect yourself with a ward in the enemy jungle than in your own jungle, as there's a lot of attack routes here. And you can come from this way, this way, this way, up on all these cliffs, hide in all these trees, while in the bottom lane you can play here and just put one ward here, and like any TPs coming from the shrine, you're gonna see it.
Oh boy, Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So Ace playing very aggressively here behind Liquid's tower, and once again they won't run into anybody, but they're going to run at towers. This tier 2 should fall as well. I don't see Liquid being able to defend this. Kuroki's still level 5. They will have to relocate now on the IO, but he still doesn't even have boots or any additional items. He does have the main core items for IO, which is the urn, the wand, and the bottle.
Oh boy, Dire's middle tower
Mind Control has yet to complete his Blink Dagger either, and Liquid is bleeding towers at this point. Mid one going for the Blade Mail Necrophos build. Not very common. I think it's not bad this game. If he gets ruptured, you can just Blade Mail and run around, do a ton of damage to Bloodseeker. You can heal that right back up with the Ghost Shroud and the Death Pulse. So they take the mid tier 2 and they're gonna go back, defend lanes, sending mid one down bottom. This is a bit of a bait. I wonder if Liquid's gonna go for it. They're not gonna bother. They see him here and they're just gonna let him be. He's way too tanky actually, with the Veil, extra stats from that, as well as the Ghost Shroud. It's hard to take him out. And we're gonna see the first relocate gank of the game, as they're gonna find the lasso onto Ace, but he does get the spin off before the relocate completes, so Miracle couldn't get the follow-up stun. Instead, he's just gonna mask and madness and cleave Ace down. So the thing that Liquid actually has in their favor in this game is not the IO, is just gonna get destroyed there by the Reaper Scythe, but so the Sven is their strength in this game. Is he has a very good matchup against the Juggernaut, but the problem is the Pugna and the Necrophos. I mean, Ace, we can afford to have a pretty crappy game as long as Pugna and Necrophos are happy, right? I mean, then Ace's only job is to just hit buildings. He doesn't have to worry too much about trying to man fight the Sven or kill the Sven or anything like that. They have the magic damage, they have the burst from the Reaper Scythe to do so. All they need to worry about is to make sure that Ace stays alive, to hit the buildings after they get the kills. And we see Miracle in trouble here. No IO to save him. They come in with the Omni Slash, and Fada gonna say, "You're screw your Omni Slash. I'm gonna Decrepify for the Finger of Death, the Magic Burst." Doing a ton of work there onto the Sven. Mind Control finds himself caught out as well. And there's the Decrepify blast from Fada, finishing off the kill with a double kill. And then you're gonna head straight into Roshan, and this is where Ace will excel, hitting Roshan and hitting towers, providing that physical damage that they lack. And this will get scouted out by Liquid. They know exactly what's going on. Matoma Man pops Blood Red and Scout. I don't think they can stop it. Sven's still dead. They don't have to relocate. Oh, they do actually. But I mean, JH is not even worried. He's actually just trying to catch up and farm here in the bottom lane and levels as well. And one thing about IO is if he finds space to do so, he can actually push lanes fairly quickly.
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Matoma Man farming up towards a BKB, so he feels like Radiance is way too greedy. He needs to go for a BKB to fight against these high magic damage heroes, as well as the disables coming out from the Lion. Miracle farming up a nice ancient stack here. He's going for the classic Miracle item build. Here, going for the Sanjin Yasha. He really seems to like that item, even won it in the Dragonite in the last game. Blink Dagger picked up now onto mid 1. Yapsor didn't go for the Blink Rush actually. He went for an Aether Lens. So he feels like the Blink initiation isn't really necessary for him to rush up. He will go for the Blink as his next item to pick up. Ace spitting out the top wave. Will be building into a Manta style. Definitely will help him in the team fight. You know, disjoint, create some chaos. Maybe they rupture the wrong target or stun the wrong target. But for the most part, it's just going to split push lanes a little bit safer just by sending his illusions. But right now, he's still feeling very safe, the Aegis, so he's just spinning down these waves without much fear. We're going to see Mind Control with the deep rotation into Secret's jungle, but there is no one to be found here. All of Secret heroes are actually smoked up right now behind the Juggernaut. Pugna will reveal himself on the Creep Wave, and just going to farm all over Liquid's side of the map, where Liquid's kind of choked down. The only hero that's farming that well is Miracle, +1, which is going to be the Bat Rider at the moment, but it could be another hero. You know, it could be Bloodseeker, or I saw the IO previously. But for the most part, they're going to prioritize Miracle's farm, as Liquid always does pretty much. It's only a 2,000 net worth advantage for Secret though. Mattelman has done a good job of farming and keeping up in terms of net worth this whole time, while Secret are busy taking objectives and Roshan and securing their map control advantage. So Liquid definitely have a chance to defend this high ground push, even with the Aegis on Secret. You see Ace push forward, he drops the healing ward. He's going to start to do some damage to the tower. In addition to this Nether Blast coming out from Pugna, Liquid place an Observer right on top of the tower, so they're accepting this tower will die pretty much. They're not going to be able to defend the tower, but they'll try to defend the racks. Miracle standing his ground is just a catapult, a hero catapult for Liquid, holding back the Creep Wave, but it will get cleaned up by Ace. Poor Cardi there, and Liquid continues to blast down the tower. You're going to see the Hex onto Miracle, followed up by the Impale as well. The Rupture comes out onto Fada, but he can kind of hold his ground. Not if he gets ultimated by the Spirit Breaker. They're even going to pull him back with the lasso just to secure the kill. The Reaper Scythe comes out onto Kuroki, and he will fall. The Aegis gets popped on Ace. They get the Blood Right. Can they time it in time? No, he immediately gets a spin off. Mind Control in the backline though. He's burning down Yaps, or Ace is escaping. He's really low. He eats the stun. Still has the one charges. Will pop it. Now Liquid might be in trouble. GH loses his life. He buys back immediately. Has to relocate. Comes in. Kuroki. No, Kuroki's already dead. That was a Yapso who falls. Ace still alive on pretty low HP. GH might die back here. Nope. The relocate actually brings Miracle home, as he actually bought back, relocated it in to heal up, continue the fight. But Miracle will be the lone survivor for Liquid, as they just heal right back up with some earn charges, and Secret are ready to go high ground again. Stun initiates onto Ace. The charge comes in as well, but he does get the spin off. But look at the suck from Fada, the life drain, draining away Miracle's HP. He gets bursted so quickly, he has to buy back. He comes back without the God Strength up quite yet, and they will claim this melee racks. And I think Liquid might be out of this tournament. I don't know how they come back from this. Miracle is not going to get a BKB anytime soon, and Secret are not showing any sign of stopping. The Rupture gets used onto mid one. He's just going to hold his ground. Miracle tries to clear the Creep Wave. He's actually taking a decent amount of damage here from the Blood Right and the Rupture, but he'll be just fine. He walks away. He's going to be able to heal up with the Death Pulse. And Secret, they're not going to back down. They still have nighttime for another minute. They're going to do some work on this shrine. Ace farming the jungle camp simultaneously as well. And one last tier 2, and Secret will take every outer tower. They've already taken the top racks as well. Everyone from Liquid is pretty poor now after that engagement. Miracle falling behind now, and I don't think he's gonna be able to get a BKB before Liquid's or Secret's next push onto them. Puppy, I wonder what he's gonna be leading up to. Probably a pipe, maybe a medallion into Solar Crest. As for Ace, he's just going to go for the standard build, Manta Diffusal. Fada has an Atos actually, that's going to give them more lockdown, which will be a big problem for these heroes like Bloodseeker that want to run around the fight. If he gets rooted down, they can follow up with some stuns, Reaper Scythe even, and he definitely is very burstable. He does have a BKB up soon, so that's going to give him more survivability, but the Sven BKB is also insanely important right now if they want to fight Secret, and he's not going to have it for a while. I mean, he has pretty much one component of it right now, and that's it. He will buy out for it as he doesn't have buyback. Had to use it there before, and it's still on timer of 6 minutes. So Secret, they're looking quite confident now heading into this game 3 against Liquid. Didn't fare well at all game 1, and I got to chalk most of that on the draft. Game 2, I could say it was the same story, but for Liquid, their draft didn't look too great against what Secret had. And in game 3, I would give Secret's draft a slight advantage, but I would say that definitely Liquid can still outplay. It wasn't like Virtus Pro's draft where they're just straight countered by the Timbersaw. Like, they have ways to deal with the Necro, they have ways to deal with the Pugna. It's just the laning stage went too poorly for them, and they never really got what they needed done in the early game to propel themselves into a mid game where they can actually fight Secret. And we see Secret with another 5-man smoke, and they're gonna maybe catch Liquid off guard here. They find the perfect target as they catch out Mind Control to delete him from the game with the Reaper Scythe. And now Secret may be looking to take out this tier 2 bottom. That's going to take away the last outer tower for Liquid. And at this point, GH, there's not much that he can do in these fights. He's going to build sustain. He might heal up, but he has to be really careful while he uses his tether. He can walk right into like Impale or Decrepify, suck from the Pugna, and from there he's very squishy. He did go for the magic resistant talent. It's that +10 magic resistance, but I don't think that's enough right now, as far as already starting to slowly chip down onto this mid tower, and the tower actually will fall with one more blast.
It's pretty lame. You know, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
And so at this point, Secret are looking like they have it here. 12k net worth advantage. Mid 1, buying the Dagon, asserting his dominance. The Tall Man did the same in game 1, and now mid 1 will get his revenge. Liquid entirely stuck in their base here, and I actually don't know what they do. They're really too far behind. They don't have any options to fight. They need the BKB onto Miracle if they're going to be able to do anything, and it's still about 1,000 gold away. Roshan will spawn up now, and it is going to be Secrets for the taking, but they need to, you know, clear up some things on the map first, make sure that Liquid's out of position, because I do think that Liquid can fight this. If they just try to go all in here for the Aegis, they can get a good lasso off, the charge comes in, blood right in the pit. They're feeling confident enough going into Roshan here with the medallion on Puppy. They're actually going to be able to take it. They used the scan just to make sure that Liquid isn't coming in, and without the shrine here for Liquid to TP onto, they don't even know this is going on. And Secret had the perfect vision around the Rosh Pit area as well. They're just going to claim a free Aegis and Cheese. Cheese put onto Fada, Aegis on Ace, and they're looking to close out the game here. There's even a DD rune spawning here in the bottom. And it might be picked up by Miracle here, actually. He'll find it first.
Double damage.
But I don't know if that's enough. Again, he still can't kill these heroes. Mid 1 and Fada, they both have Decrepify. There's no Diffusal Blade. The only magic damage they have is the Bat Rider. And I don't think he's going to be able to man up against these heroes. So, you see here, like, Necrophos is not afraid. And look at his item build. He went for a fairly aggressive item build, especially the Blade Mail, where he's actually expecting to run around and take damage from the Blade Mail. Either the Rupture as well as the Firefly from Bat, just to dish out some extra damage. Secret looking to close out the game very soon here. Ace sending his illusions in to push out the wave. they're looking to just secure this bottom shrine just for the sake of it, and they also get some, you know, nice illusions they can spawn on the Juggernaut here with this illusion ruin. So we're gonna clean out this bottom shrine. Again, Liquid is entirely stuck in their base. And this game goes down to whether Liquid can get the perfect team fight off. They need the perfect team fight to be able to hold here. They're fighting against an Aegis and Cheese, and if everything doesn't go right, they miss up one thing in this team fight and the game is over just like that. And Yapzor has the blink now, along with the level 2 420 mana Finger of Death. And one last smoke, one last play, and they'll find themselves in the grand finals playing against Virtus Pro for the spot of the first ESL major champion. And they're playing chill for now, actually. I don't know what they're waiting for. It's just, if they use all their smokes, I'm assuming they have, as no one's actually carrying one. But they will go back, finish off the shrine. So they're actually afraid because Liquid are not showing themselves at all. They're not even going out to farm the creep wave. So I think Secret, suspecting that might be a potential gank coming out or something from Liquid. They're playing a bit safe, but they're going to use these Jug illusions to farm out the jungle. Look at that. One illusion per camp. Jug spins down the ancient camp as well. And Ace still has the Aegis, so he's able to play aggressively there because he did have it. But now, I think they'll realize that Liquid is just sitting in their base, right? And they'll push forward. They don't have to be that afraid. There's also a gem now on Puppy, so they have full vision control. He's going to drop a sentry here on the cliff, just to make sure. Places a ward as well. And finally, Secret will be looking to go high ground. It's 30 minutes in. They have the catapult. I think that's what they're really waiting for. Just this catapult coming in at the 30-minute mark. They have a 15k net worth advantage. Aegis and Cheese. And let's see if they can reach Frax here. Miracle will clear out the creep wave with his cleave. There's a smoke in the back line here. They need a really good lasso, and they don't want to lasso Jug as he has the Aegis, but they just blow up Miracle. The Reaper's Scythe, the Dagon, the Finger of Death. Miracle is dead for 100 seconds. There was no way that she was going to respawn in time for a relocate out, and they're going to clean up. GH buys back. Miracle is still dead for 80 seconds. This Rax will die for sure. And they still have the Aegis on Ace. He might just kill Matama Man here as well. Matama Man doesn't have buyback. He's already committed his BKB. A triple kill for Ace, and I think Liquid just might call it here. They're going to be facing against Mega Creeps. They did get the kill there on Tafada, but that's their only kill. And GH is here. He bought back, but what can he really do? He can try to delay with his orbs, but they're not going to call it quite yet. Liquid hanging in there for now, but things definitely looking quite grim for them. The charge coming in from Kuroki. Actually, will hit onto Yapzor before he can get his stun off. And they're just going to jump in Dagon onto the IO. There's no chance he survives there. Kuroki will fall here in the back as well. Night Stalker does die, but I think GG will be called very soon now. It will be Mega Creeps. Miracle spotting in 20 seconds. He didn't get his BKB off. They were too fast with the Reaper Scythe. The Dagon, the Decrepify, the Finger. Miracle went from full HP to dead in a matter of seconds. And now the Talman TP's back in. He wants to fight. He wants to do as much as he can. Goes in with the Aegis. The Aegis will expire actually on Ace. And gets the Rupture. But he has the cheese still available. Doesn't really care. I believe someone passed him that one. And Miracle comes in with the stun. Finally gets to use his BKB. Fodder will get taken out. But we still have mid one here. The Finger hits onto Kuroki as well as the Reaper Scythe. Mid one's gonna heal up some mana as well as HP from that one. They did claim the range racks at the end of the day, so it will be Mega Creeps for Secret. But Liquid deciding to hang in there. They're not going to give in just yet. This is the elimination game, and if they tap out, they will be accepting that they are out of the tournament. They will not be our first major tournament winner. They look really good at PGL Minor, or not PGL Minor, Star Series. But seems like Secret has gotten the better of them in this series. Secret getting revenge for what happened at TI7, replacing MP, replacing Kezu, and they're coming back strong. Beating RTI champions, knocking them out of the tournament. And at this point, it's going to take a miracle, not the miracle, but a literal miracle for them to come back into this one. 23k net worth advantage for Secret. They have the mega creeps, they have the farm that they need in all their heroes, and one more good fight and the game is pretty much over. Mind control looking for some type of play here. Doesn't use a scan. Again, it is desperation. They do have the lasso and relocate ready, but the Absol pinging out. He knows mind control is here. He gets the Hex into the stun. The Dagon comes out. Not even gonna use the Reaper Scythe there. No need to. And mind control will lose his life. Ace farming up towards a Lincoln Sphere. He did already complete a butterfly, so this evasion very good against the Sven. Not able to dish out that heavy physical burst, but Ace getting ruptured up. He's gonna spin, stand his ground. Charge comes in from Kuroki, but the Dagon comes out, deletes him. Oh my god!
I'm getting mad. I'm getting angry about this.
And this is looking over. Smoke purchase from mind control. They're looking for anything to try to come back to the game, but I just don't see it happening. There's the finger coming out. They will kite back, but he's already taking a lot of damage. He's getting healed up from the fountain. They get the lasso, bringing a mid one into the fountain. That's 1,000 gold going into Miracle. He's gonna actually hold off on his buyback. He does have. He does not have buyback for travel. He will buy back though. Comes in. Oh no, never mind. He did have buyback with travel. He comes in here. They clean up. GG is called, and Liquid will get knocked out of the tournament. Secret will find themselves a spot in the grand finals against Virtus Pro. They take this game. They take this series against Liquid, and they get revenge. Most importantly, for what happened at TI. Liquid knocking them out in the lower bracket at TI. And they change up their roster a little bit. They beat our TI champions, and they will be potentially our first major champion. Let's see how they match up against VP. VP also beat Liquid, so it should be a hype matchup, and I'm excited to see what happens. But that's gonna be it for this cast. Again, make sure you subscribe if you want to see more casts, like if you enjoyed, and see you all in the next one. Very solid game there from Team Secret. From start to finish, it looked like they had the advantage. There was really no coming back from that awful laning stage that Liquid had. So, we'll see what they have in store for VP, but we'll just have to see. So, peace out everyone, and see you all in the next video.